Hey guys, so in this video we're going to talk about how you can get your initial set of subscribers using your friends and family. We're going to cover why it's important to get your first subscribers as soon as possible, how to get your first set of subscribers, 4 simple steps to getting your friends and family to join your list, overcoming fears and obstacles, especially if you're worried about what your friends and family might think with your new project and your new site and your new list. So let's get started, and the first thing we're going to talk about is why it's important to get your first subs as soon as possible. The first thing I want to talk about is the fact that you don't actually have an email list until you have your first subscriber. You can have everything set up and ready to go, but if there's no one on your list, not even one person, then you don't actually have an email list. The second thing is that once you have a few subscribers, even if it's only 5, you actually have the motivation to move forward because you've already started building your list. You've gone from 0 to 5, you've actually taken the first step. Another thing I want to talk about is that you're able to create new content knowing that there's potential that people will read it. This is especially important if you're building a content site, because the last thing you want is that you're building new content or creating new content and there's no one reading it because you haven't got any new traffic yet. But by having some subscribers already, you can email them when you post a new post and you'll have people reading immediately, and that will keep you going, making you want to create more content and actually get it ranked instead of giving up. Once you've gotten your first set of subs, no matter what the number is, it can be 5, 10, 50, or 100, obviously the more the better, then you've kickstarted your email list, and that's going to carry you forward and give you the motivation when you start using other list building strategies and they don't work out immediately. Because if you're at 0 and you start doing that, you're going to get demotivated because there's no movement. But if you already have some people on your list, then you're more likely to move forward. And that's why it's very important to get your first subs as soon as possible. Now that you understand why it's important to get your first set of subscribers as soon as possible, let's talk about how to get your first set of subscribers. The easiest way is to ask people you already know, i.e. your friends and family. Don't worry if you're concerned for whatever reasons about involving your friends and family in your new project. I'll address that in a minute, just hold that thought for now. Your friends and family can also recommend your list and website to their friends, which can help grow your list even more. So even if you only manage to have 10 people, well, they each might tell one other person. So now you've got 20 people that know about your new website. I don't know how many will sign up, but you're getting word out there and you will get some opt-ins. I will talk about how to involve your friends and family in a moment. So once again, don't be concerned. For now, just follow along. Now I'm going to give you 4 simple steps to getting your friends and family to join your list. And when I say simple, I literally mean simple. Step 1, create a list of at least 20 people you can email to tell them about your list. Aim for more than 20, but a minimum of 20 will be okay. If you don't know where to find these people, just look at the last 50 people you emailed and find 20 from there. If you can find more, even better. Step 2 is simple. Email those people about your new website and your new list and invite them to join. It's literally that easy. I'll show you a template email in case you don't know what to say. Okay, so here's the template that you can copy and paste or just use as an idea to guide you with your own emails. Dear friend/family member, I hope you're doing great. Just wanted to drop something by you. Basically, I've decided to start learning about building a business online, and thus I've joined this course that's teaching me how to build an email list. I'm currently testing everything I know by building this website in the whatever niche industry. I thought it would be something you may be interested in and would love your support. All you would have to do is sign up for my free email list, where you'd also get a free ebook. And also, if it isn't too much hassle, if you could share this with any of your friends that might be interested, I'd much appreciate it. Here's a link to my email list and then the free ebook I'm giving away, and to your squeeze page or your website link here. Thanks, your name. It's literally that simple. Obviously, you don't have to copy this word for word. It might not resonate with you, but it's an idea of the kind of email you can send to your friends and family. So moving on, the third step is basically you just want to repeat the process for social media, like Facebook or Twitter. Basically, just look at all the people you haven't spoken to, that you didn't email, that you have on Facebook on your friends list, and start talking to them, send them a message. And along that message way, right, they're always going to ask what you've been up to or what you're up to now, and just tell them about your new project and invite them to join. Step 4 is to meet up in real life. If you can't get in touch with some people, meet them in real life. Or if you're just having a meet up with friends anyway, just tell them what you've been up to and invite them to join. These are 4 simple steps that if you do them, you can get people to start joining your list and you can kickstart your email list. Okay, so now let's talk about overcoming fears and obstacles when it comes to asking your friends and family and telling them about what you've been doing. If you can't muster up the courage to ask your friends and family to join your list, how on earth are you going to get to 1,000 subs or 10,000 subs? I mean, those are your friends and family. If you can't even ask them, how are you going to get any further? Behind every fear is the person you want to be. So every time you conquer that fear, you get closer to the success you want, to becoming the person you want to be. So if you're afraid of asking your friends and family, do it, and it's going to bring you that one step closer. Remember in my advice to members, I spoke about how you should treat a fellow jetpack as training wheels and that you would have to get out of your comfort zone. Well, now's the time. That's what you need to do now. Whatever your concern is regarding involving your friends and family, address it immediately when contacting them or after they respond. Let's look at overcoming the fears, right? The possible fears and obstacles that you might face. They might say your newsletter sells too much. Well, tell them that you're testing the copy and you want to see if it's too many emails, if you're sending too much emails to them. And then tell them you'll appreciate their feedback if it is too much. They might say you're sending them too many emails. Well, just tell them you're testing out how many emails is an appropriate amount. And every time someone tells you it's too much, you know that you're doing too much and you're going to reduce it. They might say you have a bad ebook. Well, just say you didn't write the ebook because you didn't. Or say you're just testing out a writer. Or maybe you just want to find out if people will actually sign up for the ebook before investing in writing a really high quality one. Your website doesn't look very nice. They might say that. That's fine. Just tell them you just started learning and you're going to improve it along the way. I mean, that's what everyone starts with, right? They might say your website doesn't have any personality because a lot of the information was given to you. They might not know that, but you can probably see that it doesn't relate to you and what you want to say. But that's fine. Just tell them you're testing things out and you're going to update it along the way. And any other fear you have, it doesn't matter. You just need to ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen, right? And then just overcome it. The worst thing that can happen is probably your friends and family will just say no and they won't want to join your list, or they will just think you're being silly trying to pursue whatever it is you're trying to pursue. But that's fine. Just keep going, right? No matter what you're afraid of, just take it head on. So now let's conclude this video. We know that without any subscribers, you don't actually have an email list, and we understand why it's so important to get your first couple of subscribers as soon as possible. We know how to get our first initial subs using the 4 simple steps I gave you. You basically just need to reach out to your friends and family and get them to join your list, invite them to join. We know how to overcome obstacles and fears when asking our friends and family to support us with our new projects and our new websites. Now you want to go out there and get your first set of subscribers. There's one thing I forgot to speak about earlier, which is basically, remember how I said in one of my other posts that I didn't feel like Offello Jetpack was a sustainable business model and that you should use it as training wheels? Well, you can also let your friends and family know that as well, that you're just practicing with these websites. It's not your big business that's going to help you retire or do whatever you want to do. It's for you to practice and learn list building and driving traffic. By letting them know that as well, there might be less pressure on you and you'll feel more comfortable. But anyway, that concludes this video. I hope it helps you out. And make sure you take these steps so you can get your first subscribers as soon as possible, because now you know how important it is.